the Irish with McDonald's and their Shamrock Shakes, of course, because it is St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. We've got our own right here. So Dorothy, let's dig into these. There's nothing better than to get the morning going with a mocha or chocolate mix.
This is delicious.
Isn't it amazing? So again, St. Patrick's Day. And can you taste the mint in there, by the way? It's kind of a mix of that mint chocolate chip, excuse me. But St. Patrick's Day, they're doing a Shamrock Shake. So head over to the Golden Arches during this limited time and get your hands on some of this goodness, this green goodness. So for St. Patrick's Day, you can do the Shamrock Shake, or you can do the mix of the two, which is like that chocolate and the mint mix, which is absolutely amazing.
I love the mint. It's so good in the morning. It wakes you up.
It is. It little perks you up. So I'm just going to drink this the rest of the show. I can't get enough of it. That is really, really good. And they're doing these really cool straws too, which we'll talk about a little later, but they have these NASA engineered straws that'll help you get the perfect mix of the mint and the chocolate together. So it's really, really good.
Nice.
So let's get to know Dorothy as we start the show here this morning. So you actually started out in magazines, which is really fascinating to me. People Magazine. And were you always fascinated with the life of the celebrity, or why did you want to get involved in that?
I was always interested in celebrity news, and when I started out, way back when, celebrity news and entertainment news was not what it is today.
Right, it's changed so much.
Yeah, it really has. And so I was working for People Magazine. I was up in New York City going to all the clubs, all the hot restaurants. I was basically paid to party for the most part.
Oh man, that sounds like a rough job.
Yeah,
somebody had to do it though.
Right, exactly. In my early 20s, I mean, talk about a dream job.
Oh my gosh.
And, you know, I'm hanging out with celebrities in clubs and doing red carpet interviews. It was all very glamorous and very, very fun, but hard work too.
Yes, absolutely. And I think people don't realize that when it comes to the media and magazines and the TV industry, there is a lot of work that goes into the production and the writing and the editing and all that stuff. But give us some dirt here. You know, we love People Magazine to find out all the kind of juicy headlines, but what has maybe been your favorite celebrity interview or most interesting interview?
I mean, I've interviewed so many celebrities because I worked for People Magazine, then Life and Style, and then In Touch Weekly, and I've interviewed everyone from Jennifer Lopez to Brad Pitt to Angelina Jolie.
Wow.
But I would say for me, the most memorable interview for me was probably New Kids on the Block.
Oh my gosh, how cool. I would have been, I think if I were to ever get starstruck, which I wouldn't typically, but with New Kids on the Block, I don't know if I would have been able to make it through.
Well, that's the thing. They're not A-list really by any means, but you think back to, you think back to your younger self in elementary school dreaming of these guys, and then here you are with them hanging out and interviewing them. So that was really cool. It was kind of like life coming full circle.
I love that. I love that. And you've even recently added mom to your resume.
Yes, I have.
And you and I both had a little one around the same time. But what is that? There we are right there. We're actually both pregnant in that picture. This was the last time. I think the last time you were here on the Morning Blend. It's been a long time since we've seen you. But your sweet family, I just love there you guys are. Absolutely gorgeous. So is this your favorite role yet, you know, adding mom to that list of...
It is. It is. I mean, mom is such a different job, but a lot of what I do on camera definitely applies.
Relates to it, right.
You know, you have to be prepared in advance. You have to stay calm under pressure. And so I think a lot of that skill,
under pressure,
right?
Absolutely.
I think, you know, when the kid's screaming in your face.
Oh, you got to learn to.
You have to take that deep breath. So, you know how live TV goes. It's the same type of thing.
Well, and I love it too, because people would always say being a parent or being a mom changes your life, but they would kind of stop there. So you're kind of questioning like, oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing, or how does it change your life? It absolutely does, but for the better. I mean, it is just amazing, and like you said, really does apply to everything that you do in this business anyway.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Well, we are so glad that you're joining us today. We've got a fun show lined up for you. Got a couple of rock stars in the house that you're going to meet. But first, and I know that you've also been a fan of the Beauty and the Beast, and if you guys I know a lot of you have been waiting for that as well. Well, a live action remake of the classic film Beauty and the Beast is in theaters today. Cast members say the beloved movie has an important message, so Fox's Claudia Cowan is going to take a look for us.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
The live-action remake of Disney's 1991 animated film Beauty and the Beast brings the beloved characters to life, and for star Emma Watson, playing the iconic Belle was her second dream role.
If she is the one, we'll break the spell.
I played Hermione Granger in Harry Potter, who was one of my kind of like childhood heroes growing up. And then I also got to play Belle, who is another one of, you know, these characters that really kind of dominated and characterized a huge part of my childhood and my growing up.
You must finally learn to love.
The cast spoke about a central message at the heart of this story.
It's so much about the human condition and what it is to be alive, what it is to give and receive love, what it is to see deeper than the external and the superficial.
I think it's one of Belle's superpowers, really, is that she's able to kind of really see past surface appearances.
It's one of the first things you should instill in a child is to, you know, look a little deeper.
Now more than ever, there's so many people who are afraid of that which they don't know, that which they don't understand.
And when it came to the singing and dancing, both Emma and Dan Stevens, who plays the Beast, were ready for the challenge.
The dancing was pretty extensive. You know, we trained, I think, for about 3 or 4 months for that, for the Beauty and the Beast waltz, but also the big dance pieces that we have at the beginning and the end of the movie.
It's not like I have to just perform one short song or something. It's like, no, these are full musical numbers. So, you know, I had to put myself on tape and I had to audition, and so it was a nerve-wracking process for me.
So there you go, a sneak peek to the classic film. I cannot wait for that to come out. Are you going to be seeing it in theaters?
I'll be the first in line.
Yes.
It just reminds me so much of being younger, and my sisters are much younger than I am. So when they were babies and toddlers, they loved Beauty and the Beast.
That's so much fun. So you got to kind of enjoy that.
Exactly.
That's what I love about being a mom too. It's kind of like being a big kid again. It's like all of a sudden I'm watching cartoons. I'm eating more macaroni and cheese than I feel like I've ever eaten in my life, and you can just
that
kind
might
of
not
enjoy.
Be a good thing,
I know, right?
For me.
But you know, just to enjoy movies like that again. You know, I think it was Lion King or something that was on the other day, and my son is just getting to the point where he's really kind of paying attention to the animals and the animated stuff. So it's really just an excuse to kind of be a big kid again, enjoy it along with him. And even though he's a boy, I think we're going to be watching that Beauty and the Beast one together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, well, like I said, we've got a great show lined up for you. Up next, we are catching up with Catch 22, what you will love about the colorful Key West themed bar with live entertainment and an island-inspired menu. It's going to be delicious.
And later, a little Americana and a little rock and roll. Singer-songwriter Tim McGeary is here to perform for us.